Good morning everyone. Today we are going to study about the nested loop. What is a nested loop? A loop within another loop is known as a nested loop. We saw the nested if already. One if construct is given, within another if construct is known as the nested if. Similarly, a loop which is given within another loop is known as a nested loop. Now let us see how it is constructed and how does it work with the help of one example. We are writing for I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 4, I plus plus, for j equal to 1, j less than or equal to I, j plus plus. Here we give system dot out dot print a star in double quotation. Then the j loop is getting closed. Put a command here. You know that whenever a closing brace is put, it will always close the nearest opening brace. So this j loop is getting closed. And after the closing of the j loop, you have to give a statement system dot out dot print ln with a blank set of brackets and the closing brace. So here you can see the j loop is given within the I loop. That is, completely this loop is contained inside another loop. So we call this j loop as the nested loop. Now let us see how does it work. What is the nature of the nested loop? Okay, when we start the program, assume that the variables I, j are declared. Then rest of the statements, the void main is also written. Within that we are writing I equal to 1. You know, when a loop is getting started, the variable will get initialized. The I is getting a value 1. Then immediately after the initialization, it goes to check the condition. What is the value of I? 1. Is it less than 4? Since the for loop is an entry control loop, the condition is evaluated first before going to the body. So 1 less than 4, condition is true. We come to the body where the j loop is starting. The j loop also will start with its initialization. What is the value of j when we are initializing? It is getting 1. Immediately after the initialization, it will check the value of j. 1 less than I or not. What is the value of I? I is 1 and j is also 1. 1 less than 1 is false, but 1 is equal to 1, condition is true. So we come to the body, system.out.print. That statement will get executed, printing 1 star there. Star is printed. Since system.out.print is given, the cursor will remain on the same line. Then what will happen? We come to the closing brace. The closing brace will lead us to go back to the updation. See, when we update it, j which was 1 will become as 2. After incrementing, it will go to check the condition whether 2 is less than 1 or 2 is equal to 1. 2 less than 1 is false. 2 equal to 1 is also false. Since the condition is getting false, we will jump out of this loop. Then we will come to this line. System.out.println. This println will move the cursor from the current line to the beginning of the next line. Okay, then next is closing brace of the I loop. The I loop is getting updated. I, which was 1, it will be incremented to become it as 2. Now, once it is incremented, it will check the condition again. 2 is less than 4 or not. Condition is true. Since the condition is true, we will come to the body of that particular loop. The body contains another loop, the J loop. When we come from the top, the loop is getting started. Again it is getting started means the variable J will get reinitialized. When it was executing previously, the value of J was 2. But since it is starting again as a fresh one, the 1 will be stored to the J. J will start with a value 1. Again reinitialized means J became 1. Now it is checking the condition. 1 is less than the I. 2 or not. Yes, condition is true. We come to the body, system.out.print. Okay, 1 star is getting printed. Since it is system.out.print, the cursor will remain on the same line. Okay, again we come to the closing brace. It leads us to go back to the incrementing. J, which was 1, is getting as 2. Now it is checking the condition. 2 less than 2 or not. 2 less than 2 is false, but 2 is equal to 2 is true. So it comes to the body, system.out.print. Again, 1 more star is getting printed there on the current line. Okay, so after printing the star, cursor will remain on the same line. Again, once it is printed there, J gets updated. J become 3. I'm checking it is 3 less than 2 is false. Yes. 3 equal to 2 is false. Yes. Condition is false. Jumping out of this statement, coming to the next statement. What is that? System.out.println, which is used to move the cursor to the next line. The cursor which was here is going to the beginning of next line. Again you can see I is getting updated. I became 3. 3 is less than 4. Condition is true. When condition is true, we come to the body. In the body, we saw the for loop again. As I said in the previous case, the J will get again reinitialized. Previous value of the J was 3. But since we are starting the loop again as a fresh one, the J will start with a value 1. Now checking whether 1 is less than the value of I. What is the value of I? 3. 1 less than 3 is true. Printing the star there in the current cursor position, the star is printed. After that, since it is print, cursor remains on the same line. Again J is updated. J, it is 1, becoming it as 2, checking 2 is less than 3 or not. Yes, condition is true. The body is getting executed. 1 more star will be printed on the current cursor position. Star is printed. Cursor will remain there. Again the J is getting updated. J became 3. Checking whether 3 is less than 3. Condition false. 3 is equal to 3. Condition is true. Printing the star there in the current cursor position, and the cursor will remain on the same line. Okay, now J is getting updated again. J became as 4. Checking the condition. 4 less than 3, false. 4 is equal to 3, false. Both the conditions are false. So we will jump out of this J loop, coming to the next line. what is the next line? System.out.println, which is used to advance the cursor from there to the next line. Yes, cursor came there. Now our I is getting again updated. I, which was 3, is incremented to become as 4. Now checking the condition before execute the body. 4 less than 4 is false, but 4 is still equal to 4. The condition is true. Since the condition is true, it is going to execute the body. As I said earlier, the body is another loop. The j previously it has got a value 4, but since it is starting again as a fresh 1, j will make it as 1 less than the value of I. What is the value of I? I is 4. 1 less than 4, condition true. System.out.print, printing the star in the current cursor position. Cursor will remain because of the print statement. J will again get updated. J, which was 1, gets us 2. Now it is checking 2 less than 4, the value of I. Condition is true. Printing the star. Cursor will remain since it is a system.print. Again it is going. J is becoming as 3. Checking 3 less than 4. 3 less than 4, condition is true. System.out.print star. The star is printed there. Again J is getting updated. J became as 4. Then 4 less than 4 is false, but 4 is equal to 4. Condition is true. Since the condition is true, again this body gets executed. Star will be printed there on the current cursor position. Afterwards the star cursor will remain there. Again J is getting updated. J became 5. 5 less than the 4 I. Condition is false. 5 equal to 4. Condition is false. So we come out of this J loop. System.out.println, cursor goes to the next line. Then again it is updating. I is becoming as 5. Then it is checking the condition. 5 less than 4. 5 less than 4 is false. Since this condition is false, we will jump out of this entire loop, coming to this particular line. And from there, the rest of the statements will be executed. So this is the way a nested loop is executing. Now, you can see in this way of execution, the nested loop, the inner loop was executing more than the outer line. We can say the inner loop is the most frequently executing loop. We saw for the value of I1, the inner loop executed 1 time. When the I became 2, the inner loop executed 2 times. When the I became 3, inner loop executed 3 times. And when it is 4, when the I became 4, the inner loop executed 4 times. That means we used I to go line by line in this logic, and we used the J to go column by column. This is I to go to the lines, and to go to the right we used the J. Okay, that means when I was 1, the J loop printed 1 star. When the I got a value 2, the J loop used it to print 2 stars. When the I became 3, the J loop is used to print 3 stars. When the I was 4, the J loop printed 4 stars. According to the number of lines, we used the stars. So we got a triangular shape. I hope you understood. Thank you.